call that a bonus pick before I even have my bucket on the way to the huddle. Somebody dumped everything out of the planter over here. That's outside my jurisdiction. I don't have the security clearance to deal with dirt. Bonus picker. What's the name?
Callie.
Hi, Callie. Callie's gonna be great at getting into the nooks and crannies that we don't want to go into.
Does everybody have gloves now?
All right. I'm gonna set off. See you guys. Hey. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say Wednesday at Ashdown Market, I have a good show. If anybody wants to come, Wednesday 8 p.m. at Ashdown Market in the Exchange. It's a grocery store, but there's a very cool showroom in the back, and we do these pop-up shows. If you just say you're with litter picking, oh, you'll get a free ticket. I'll put it at the door. That's how you fill up a show, baby. These people mean nothing to me. First fun find, feather. We're gonna go do the ladder, which is basically, I start from my house and I work outwards. So yeah, there's nothing really too altruistic about this. I'm really just trying to make sure there's not needles around my stairwell. Let's go see what the animals at Leopold's did. Not too bad by Leopold standards. We're going for it. Full view of the police. You can jaywalk when you're litter picking. They can't touch you, you're above the law. Cigarette butt. You don't slow down and do all the cigarette butts because you never get anywhere, but you know, if I'm walking, I like to test my reflexes, see if I can do a quick grab without breaking stride. Yeah, this is the first episode of Trash Talk, where I'm going to be picking up litter in the village, and hopefully one day we'll get to be a big production, lots of extra cameras. Right now I think it's going to be just me. One day also hopefully get high-powered guest celebrities. Again, right now it's just me, but you know, it's a journey, and one thing I'm confident of is we're not going to run out of garbage for me to pick up, so we'll probably do 10,000 EPs. Yeah, this is something I noticed around my building just the other day. There's a surplus of Triscuit crackers. Somebody used my stairwell to really go to town with the Triscuits. A lot of Triscuits around here. So we're gonna focus on the Triscuits first. It's fun forensically, sometimes you can tell what sort of night a person had. This person just having Triscuits, but sometimes you'll find the Triscuits and then later you'll find, you know, the hummus. Oh, I see what they were doing, you know. A little snack fest. Show is called Trash Talk. Not necessarily that we're going to trash talk someone or something every episode, but we very well might, you know. You walk around for 2 hours, you got time to cover a lot of conversations. Again, ideally with a guest, but in the meantime, just going to be me telling you what I do or don't like while I pick up a lot of Triscuits. Triscuits, I've never actually seen Triscuits before. Jesus, someone was hungry. So my name is Mike Green, and I've lived in the village for 6 years now. Been doing the litter picking. This is my 3rd season. I would say I've taken a couple hundred buckets of garbage out of the village, at least. Average about 7 or 8 a week. I also do it just on my own time because I want to keep, like I said, my building clear. So, you know, those are unsanctioned buckets. Really hard to say how many I've gotten there. I do know that aside from Danny, the guy who organizes the litter pickup, who is let's be clear, the OG of litter picking, the true legend. Yeah, aside from Danny, I would say I've taken more garbage out of the village than anyone else. And yeah, I'm not saying that to brag, that's just a fact. I don't call myself a hero. You want to call me a hero, that's your business. But again, it's really not to be altruistic. I start with my area and I clean from there. So I'm really hoping, what do we think this is? Shirt or underwear? I think that's a shirt. yeah, I just think it's a great way to start your Sunday. Get out, 9 a.m. If you're hungover, it's just very soul cleansing. And, you know, sometimes I do 2 hours. The goal is to do 2 hours, but I tap out. I tap out 10:30 sometimes. Danny doesn't give you a hard time. So it's pretty chill. And yeah, just doing that little bit, even if it's only an hour, it really enables you to look down your nose at everybody else who you know isn't picking up any litter in the village. So just from a smugness perspective, you really can't lose. What the hell is in this bush? This is a Chinese wrapper of some sort. Oh, Kewpie mayo. I don't know what we think this is. I was hoping it was a Chung Chun wrapper because I would like to talk about their business and the mistakes I think they're making if we're getting some trash talk done. Basically, they don't have good enough hours. It's a place that serves breaded hot dogs on a stick, and they don't stay open for late night business, which is, to me, and that's when you're going to make all your late night Chung Chun money. Great place. I always want to shout out the village businesses here, but if I am going to talk a little trash, whoever runs that place, yeah, they need to stay open past 11 p.m. Give Pizza Heaven a little run for their money. We're all tired of Pizza Heaven, right? Trash talk. Oh, they got garlic butter. Okay, well, it's like $5 a slice. Getting down to the stairwells here. You never know what you're going to find in the stairwells. Really hope I get a guest on here. Otherwise, this is just going to be real depressing. There's a lot of me rambling to myself, which really makes me appreciate the solo podcasters of the world. I always listen to Bill Burr. That's my favorite comedian. And he's been doing a solo podcast for 15, 16 years. And I knew it was tough, but I never knew it was this tough till I was 12 minutes into rambling on my own. I mean, I got to hold the selfie stick. That probably increases the difficulty quite a bit. God. Flatten can. 1 brisk. We're going to keep a running tally of all the different cans we get. See which can is in the lead. So far, after 3 seasons of picking, Mike's Hard Lemonade and Twisted Teas, and specifically Twisted Teas, are the week-over-week champion of discarded beverages. So, you know, it really tells you something about the sort of person who drinks a Twisted Tea. A real piece of trash. Ironically, it is not the Twisted Tea that is the trash, but it's the person who drinks it and then throws it on the ground. That is the real garbage. So think about that next time you're making your liquor purchase. See Twisted Tea on the shelf. Ask yourself, am I a piece of garbage? Whew. Yeah, my hand is getting tired. Didn't think this through. I guess to hold the bucket will really make a big difference. That is going to be the game changer here. Ooh, ideally, somebody sponsors this. I get a big 360 camera rig that I wear off a pole over my back or attached to a helmet. I'm not sure I want to do this wearing a helmet. That's going to make me more of a target than I already am. I don't mind wearing this shirt, but it does kind of make you, it kind of makes you look like a target, I think. Pretty vulnerable. SIM card. I think. No, credit card. Oh wait, that's somebody's debit card. Should probably not. Oh, this is the worst when they have a name on it. Now I feel like I should try and find this person. Oh God. Well, this is somebody's MasterCard and I see their name right here, so we're going spending. I'll try and get this back to this person. Once I found keys on a lanyard, and the lanyard had Misericordia, no, Health Science Center parking pass on it. So I called the Health Science Center Parking Authority and left a message. And the guy from the parking authority actually got back to me, but then nobody from, I waited a few more days and he said, oh yeah, we found the account holder and we let them know your information. And then that person never got back to me. And I mean, it had keys on it. So I think that person just like stopped using their home. And eventually I had to go out of my way to go back to the health science center and drop the keys off to the guy. And the guy recognized my voice from the phone, and I guess from the description of what I was returning. He was like, oh yeah, I called you this week. I was like, yeah, you called me. The owner didn't call me. And that's just one of the sort of mysteries you encounter when you're picking up trash. I guess I'm trash talking the owner of those keys, who A, couldn't keep track of their shit, and B, yeah, just no pressing need to return the keys, to retrieve their keys. Oh God, this is somebody living or somebody who's just discarded. This area, real hotbed of activity. Sometimes somebody's napping on this boulevard, but I think this is just their blankets. Either way, it's a little too much for my little picker to handle, but there's still lots of stuff in there, so we'll get into there. This is also Needle City. You gotta be on your toes around here. I don't really understand what it is about this. It's just a wall. I guess it provides shade, but it doesn't really make sense to me why this is such a great place to hang out. I hate to say it, I can't tell if anyone's living in there, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But we're doing this. Oh yeah, this is a real, there's a lot of toilet paper here, which I find quite disturbing, but we're gonna deal with it as best as we can. Oh God, oh yeah, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. This is why I need a second camera person. This is a syringe, a needle with no needle in it, so I think that's okay for my bucket. I'm just gonna be careful when we dump out now, but I don't think there's an actual needle in that. A lot of needle caps though. A lot of needle caps around here. A lot of cigarette butts. This is a real shit show back here. Ooh, don't love that. Do not love that. But it could be worse. I could be the person who left all this here, and I have to say, I do prefer just picking up the trash as opposed to living in it. So another good thing about litter picking, gives you lots of perspective. And I think we're gonna haul out this person's, oh, they got a real, this person actually tried to clean up after themselves. That's kind of nice. They got all their stuff in a garbage bag at least. In fact, I can kind of use their garbage bag to my own advantage here, not fill up my own bucket. Okay, here we go. Getting into the weeds now. I'm just gonna haul this right out with my picker and take it right over to the dumpster. Full bag, full bag. They had a cigarette stashed in there. Okay. Second can of the day. Ginger ale, ding, 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 ding. Let's see what we got over here. Someone's been taking liberties with the cardboard of this building. I don't think these restaurants generated all this cardboard. Here we go, hiya. Let's be very careful while we dump this now. There we go, hopefully needle crisis averted. Whew, rest the hand. I gotta figure out a better system. Yeah, sometimes you start at the mouth of the alley, but I never go up and down the alleys again. You'll never get out of there if you start. Whew. This is how we do it. Been going at it about 20 minutes, still on my first street. Not the worst pace, not the best. Oof. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's every Sunday at 9 a.m. If you just go to the Safeway parking lot, like the corner by the shoppers, there's a guy named Danny. He's got a blue car. And yeah, he'll give you a bucket, a picker, and goes 9 to 11, but you don't have to do the whole time. You can tap out whenever. Nobody's judging. You don't have to sign. I mean, you sign up there and you sign out your picker and stuff. But yeah, it's super. I don't want to say it's super fun, but yeah, it's got to get done. And I always start like with my building and then move out from there. So you know, if you just kind of want to focus on your area, that's what I do. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, every Sunday, 9 a.m. No problem. There you go, doing the Lord's work, signing up new pickers. Ooh. We got another can. A new can has entered the arena. New challenger. Watermelon Truly. Bang, in the trash. Paper plate with some pizza left in it. That's pretty par for the course. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, crack related? Really? Nope, this is just a measuring cup. Got too excited. Okay. You know what, I'm gonna take a little break right away and use that to message the guy, if I can find him, whose credit card I have in my pocket before he cancels it. I guess maybe he's probably already canceled it. It wouldn't take me long after I lost my card to cancel it. I've also never lost my credit card. I've had my identity stolen once, and somebody in London racked up over $1,800 at the Hoxton Grill restaurant and bar, and had to call Visa to complain. And they were like, "This wasn't you?" And I was like, "Well, if you look at the charge before, it's the McDonald's at Grant Park for $4. And if you look at the charge after, it's the McDonald's on Sherbrooke for $4. So no, I didn't pop out in between those things to the Hoxton Grill in London and spend $1,800 with my mates." But they did cancel it, so we're not trash talking Visa. That's fair. That's good business by Visa. I don't know how that person stole my credit card information, but it could have been part of the PlayStation scam. I think at one point I think Sony lost all my information at one point from being logged into the PlayStation store. And then 2 years later, those scammers said, "Time to cash in." Big night out at the Hoxton Grill. Gum? Who spits gum on the ground anymore? What sort of animal, oh God, spits gum on the ground? Oh, hello, hidden wrapper I couldn't see from the other side. Thought you were getting away, did ya? Not on my watch. Styrofoam. Styrofoam is the worst substance ever invented from a litter perspective. Somebody dumped some styrofoam packing peanuts out in the village 2 summers ago. I'm still finding them. The bane of my existence. Ooh, my hand is sore. All right, we're gonna take a little pit stop here. Get the lady wired up. See how this goes. Oh, this is interesting. Mixed shot container. Again, forensically, I love when you can figure out what happened, which is one person did a shot over here, another person did a shot over here, and then they threw the container right on the ground. That's the village, baby. You know, I'd love to judge them more harshly, but it's hard for me to imagine that at some point in my early 20s, I didn't once just hop out of a car from the place we'd been pre-gaming, finish my beer, and chuck it on the boulevard. I probably did it, so let he who hasn't chugged a bottle of Alberta Pure, there we go, I gotta get a better, let he who hasn't chugged a bottle of Alberta Pure and left it on the boulevard cast the first stone. Here we go. Bottle of Pepsi. Soda bottles on the board. Actually kind of surprised I haven't picked up a Twisted Tea yet. Maybe this will be the week where Twisted Tea gets dethroned. Oh, look. 40 feet away, the other shot glass. There we go. Well, that actually means there's still a fourth one, because it's a 4-pack. So I wonder if I just hang out in this area, will I find the fourth shot glass? This is the sort of thing that'll haunt a man if I don't find it. Oh, this is my white whale. I'm gonna go back where the other ones were quickly. I suppose it's possible that, no, because that's where the container was, so that's definitely where they all cracked them and got into it. So is there another shot glass around here? You gotta have soft eyes in this game. That's one thing I learned from The Wire. They were talking about homicides, but same rules apply when you're looking for errant shot glasses that people slammed before. Hello. Mojito. Mojito is on the board. Ooh, super flat can over here. This is one of the most diverse amounts of cans we've gotten. Granville. Hey, how's it going? Don't worry, I won't record you. I'm just trying to do something about all the garbage. Unless you want people to see how cute your dog is. Is that okay? So one of the bonuses of picking up litter. What's this dog's name?
Penny.
Penny. Great dog, Penny. Penny's a pretty sweet dog. Would probably be great at picking up litter. Okay, Penny. Super excited about litter. Those are friendly growls. Yeah, right, Penny? Absolute sweetheart. Had to call in backup for the big ticket item here.
Big ticket item.
Yeah, a big ticket item. You want to just get it right into the dumpster?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you want to wear a microphone?
Sure.
Okay. Not our first official guest. So.
I'm usually here.
Yeah, she's always here. She doesn't count. The whole point of having a guest is to have somebody cool and special. And while Chloe is cool, she's not special. She's just a regular feature. She's the third most buckets taken out of the village, garbage-wise, behind Danny and I. I already explained Danny has the record, and I'm second. But you're third.
I'm third.
You're third.
Third.
Yeah, you're
I'm
third.
really proud
yeah,
of.
yeah, well, you should be. It's good. No, you've done a lot of buckets. Anyway, now that you're here, we can go see Chuck.
See Chuck.
Yeah.
That's the best part of the day.
That's why we litter pick. It's partially to clean up the village, partially to visit the neighborhood cat who lives on Bryce.
And who loves us the most out of all the neighborhood cats.
Yeah, I do have footage of him, even if he doesn't come, so I'll splice that in. But yeah, anyway, Chloe's not an official guest, so we don't have any. Well, you're welcome to trash talk anything you want. We'll have the normal conversation we always have, which involves some trash talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we trash talk a lot, but no, while Chloe is one half of Winnipeg's hottest garbage couple, she is not a high-powered celebrity guest. That's to come. Let me know who you want. Okay.
I could think of people.
Who would you think is the ideal guest?
Ooh, ideal guest.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about that.
Oh, Tic Tacs.
Ooh, don't get many of those.
No, that's a new one. There's actually, I was saying, it's the most diverse drink containers. This show's been great for diversity.
That's so important.
Of drink container. It's like, I haven't picked up a single Mike's Hard, but it's been the weird Granville beer, a mojito. It's been, yeah, very diverse drinks this week.
You didn't get any Mike's Hard?
Or no, not yet. I mean, look, we're only on our second street, but yeah, no Twisted Teas, no Mike Hard yet.
Oh.
I picked up a Pepsi bottle. I picked up like 4 or 5 different containers.
I just thought there was a whole box of Mike's Hard that was left by the front. Did somebody pick those up?
I think those are gone. Yeah, I think
Oh,
they
wow.
just blew away, to be honest.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wanted to leave them for today, and then
Yeah. And I was looking forward to picking those up.
dog shit bags from presumably this
Maybe
owner.
from last week. They always have garbage food bags.
Oh,
Dog
they're always
bags.
here.
Well, there was one last week. It could be the same one.
Well, I'll take care of it, even though it ain't my dog. Yeah, that dog was very sweet. Penny.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a cute name.
I feel like I was awkward because like the kid was in the frame. I'm not trying to record the kid.
Right.
But the kid is there with his dog.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I can use that, but that was a great dog. Yeah, I was saying I got to figure out some better way to. I need like a. Well, I might just always have to let the guest hold the bucket because it's actually killing my hand.
Oh, sure.
To have both things
Do you
in
want me
here.
to do? I could hold both buckets and we could just share.
Well, you hold both buckets, then.
Well,
No, we'll
okay.
either we'll get rid of we'll ditch a bucket or whatever.
Okay,
But
sure.
ideally, somebody sponsors me. I get a 360 cam that I wear from a pole off my back like a skier.
Oh,
That'd be the dream.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's important to say these things out loud.
Yeah, you gotta will it out. I was saying honestly, I'll do this if I just get a Fresh Slice sponsorship. I don't need a 360 camera. I just need a piece of pizza after I get done.
I feel like you have an in already with them, so you could just ask.
Yeah, that's true.
We could pay a bit more attention to.
He might be my first guest just so I can weasel a slice out of it.
Yeah.
Get the
I think
owner
he'd
of
like
Fresh
it.
Slice. Yeah. No, Rami, great guy.
Who cares about the neighborhood?
Cares about the neighborhood. Has had belligerent homeless people chuck beers at his head.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not
deserve
nice.
that. I just got a rock. Some garbage.
You think we'll make it up to the park?
Yeah, I think we will.
Okay. Because I have to tap out at 11 to go do cleaning.
Well, that's when we're supposed
Yeah,
to be done.
well, I mean, it's a hard out.
Okay.
Might even be 10:45 this week, depending if my forearm can last.
I think we should feature these garbages every week so people can see.
Oh yeah, well this is a banner week for these garbages.
Yeah.
They're normally,
awful.
yeah. And admittedly, it's not really these people's fault. There's like 50 units in here and just 3 regular bins.
But we remark on it every week.
Yeah, we do remark. Yeah, yeah, we trash talk them every week. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who I've already trash talked while you weren't around.
Is it people?
People, things.
Okay.
I can't remember, but yeah, it might be official tagline of the show because a few times I looked to the camera and said, "They're a real piece of trash." So anything that occurs to you, feel free. Throw that line in there.
I'll think of something. Oh, you almost missed this one.
Yeah, soft side. Ooh,
Well, on one side,
you
it's-
almost missed this one.
I was too focused on this.
Yeah.
But this is camouflaged on this side, but then when I came around the other angle, then I saw it. That's a trick to garbage picking.
Soft
You have
eyes.
Soft
You have to have
eyes.
soft eyes. We learned that from The Wire.
Yeah.
I found, you know those like twisted shot glasses that come like pre-packaged, like in
Yeah.
4-packs? So I found the package and then I found 2. And then like 40 feet away, I found a third shot glass, which now just has me absolutely consumed by where's the 4th shot glass.
Oh my gosh.
But we've already passed that street. Chuck!
Chuck! We're
This is the
here.
cat we like to visit. His owner probably doesn't like how we always stand outside his porch yelling. Chuck, okay, we'll be back, Chuck.
He's very friendly, even though we are weird about it.
Yeah, he seems cool about it.
I mean, Chuck is such a sweet cat.
Yeah.
The first time we met Chuck, he followed us up and down the street.
It's true, he wanted to
picking
litter pick.
garbage with
Yeah.
us. It was so cute. We actually had to like tell him to go home because we were leaving the street.
I was worried about him. He doesn't
Yeah.
know how to find his way home from beyond the block. Okay. Cigarette butts in here. This building's pretty bad. They don't respect themselves. There's a lot of cigarette butts outside that building every week.
And usually a Tim Hortons cup on that rock.
Yeah, that's
But maybe
true.
that person's moved out because we
I think
haven't
so,
seen it in
yeah.
a while.
Haven't seen it this summer.
But their sidewalk on the back is disgusting.
Ooh, I might have to ditch my bucket soon. My forearm is killing me.
Okay.
Or maybe, I wonder if I can just switch hands.
Okay. Ooh, it's getting hot.
Beautiful day for litter picking.
Beautiful day. It's a shame more people aren't out, even though we did have a record number today and didn't have any more buckets. But
Oh, really? Well.
yeah, he said like if more people show up, he'll have to turn people away.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, you can't really shame people for not coming out then.
Well, we could just get more buckets.
New drink has entered the competition.
Oh,
Vizzy.
we
Hello.
don't see many of those.
No. Vizzy is a new contender.
Okay. Oh, look, packing foam.
Oh,
Never
God.
ends.
Yeah, I already called that out. I found one of the packing peanuts in front of our building.
No.
Once from 2 summers ago.
I
We'll
thought we got
never
them all.
we'll never be done with them.
Okay. Oh, there's a lot around here. Here, you can take that flat can.
Okay. You wanted the water bottle real bad?
Yeah.
Dibs, it's mine. That flat can was a. Oh, it's somebody crushed a whole bunch of Vizzies here. Okay, well this changes the game now because obviously some people had a party here.
Oh, an Olay.
Olay,
Another Olay.
another Olay, and then a whole bunch of Vizzies are under the car here. So
Oh gosh.
honestly, I don't think.
Oh my gosh,
I don't think
this is
Twisted Teas is
awful.
going to win this week. There's
so
something about
many.
this lot that is also very
I
bad.
know.
You going to get under there?
Well, I'll try to get. I can't get them all, but okay, I got all the cans.
Sweet ass. That's why you litter pick.
Oh, another Olay. Yeah, it's a good workout. Doing squats to pick up garbage.
So it gives us these dump truck asses that we're so proud of.
Yep.
I already had
Oh.
a thank you today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We actually don't get enough of those. Oh, I missed.
I mean, I don't even need a thank you. I'll just take a head nod. It's weird when they
Yeah,
don't
when
acknowledge
people
you.
avoid eye contact with us, it's like
Yeah.
it's rude.
I think I got to dump my bucket. That's part of the reason my forearm is getting killed. When my bucket gets full,
Yeah.
it's way harder than normal.
I think our garbage area behind our building is looking good.
Well,
I did a little bit of
I
cleaning
picked up
yesterday.
all the Triscuits. That's why it's looking good.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't.
Thank you.
Shit doesn't happen by accident.
No, I didn't mean like it hadn't been disrespected at all.
Right.
I just meant we've cleaned it up.
Anybody needs a mattress?
Right
One
here.
waiting for you
It's
at the end
free.
of. And a bowl, or no, we're on Bryce now?
We're in Bryce.
And a Bryce, free mattress.
Free mattress.
Who wants it? Oh, a little something in here. So, there's so much fluff this week, it's really hard to see.
I know.
It's really hard to see all the little pieces of paper amongst
Yeah.
the fluff.
Oh, here's some tiny pieces of plastic. I'll just get I feel like I've been working on this spot for a few weeks now.
What is that from?
Who knows? It's just broken blue plastic. I could have kept all the pieces and put it back together.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. There's something going on in here. This is
Few things.
Javex SOS bed. A lot of cleaning products.
Toilet paper?
How ironic.
Yeah. I'm still a little thrown off by seeing Nisha driving a truck.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
I wasn't ready for that.
No. He's everything a truck isn't.
Like, is it his? Is he borrowing it?
Yeah. Maybe they're doing
What's he
renos or
doing?
something.
Oh, I'll have to ask him.
They live in South Osborne where people do 1 litter pickup a season.
And they're so proud of
And they're
it.
so proud. Must be nice to have so little litter that you can pick it up
You only
once.
do it on mail on weekend.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
What?
This is a super crushed twisted tea, but it is definitely a twisted tea, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, they're on the board.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's hard
I've
to.
never seen anything like that.
Yeah. It looks like it went through a black hole.
Yeah. And it came back just so we could pick it.
Yeah. Ball coach Ben Walker is back in August for rumors, so I get
nice.
him maybe to do some litter picking.
Oh, yeah, he'd be great.
Yeah, and he lived in the village.
Yeah.
He was a village legend. He was asked to leave the toad many times. Old toad, not new toad.
Have you ever seen this door?
No, that's pretty funny.
I've never noticed it. That's cute.
Yeah, somebody dressed up this little squirrel tree with a door.
We're so fixated on picking up garbage that sometimes we don't notice these little treasures in our neighborhood.
Doesn't open. Is that a cigarette wrapper? Oh,
Glass.
It's just glass. Wow.
We actually don't pick up that much glass, which is nice.
No.
Oh, rabbit.
We did glass last week in front of our building. There's like something really shattered, remember? Or maybe I did that before you came out. Because you were a little behind.
I was on time with you last week. Remember? We tried to make the huddle, but
Oh,
we started
yeah,
early.
right. Yeah, that's true.
The one time.
The one time, yeah. Coupon
Ooh.
for Mary Brown's.
Okay, I think I can get this. We usually don't do things under cars, but if I see it,
Yeah, that one wasn't, that didn't require a deep squat.
yeah. Oh, look, there's one over there. Usually this street is pretty bad and covered in papers, but
Oh, yeah.
somebody must have
Somebody-
moved.
Again, it's hard to explain how bad it gets. Like,
Yeah.
somebody must be just always
Well, you
going
have
nuts.
photos.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Documented.
what is happening?
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
causes somebody to drag all the garbage out from the dumpster and spread it across the boulevard?
Yeah, and just like sprinkle the papers everywhere.
Paper? Oh, sometimes we get fun notes. It's just an invoice.
Oh. Oh, this one sold? Oh,
yeah.
the whole building.
Oh, wow.
I didn't realize the whole building was for sale.
That could have been our opportunity to be Osborne Village slumlords.
Could have. Well, I feel like
The opportunity will
the
come around
opportunity will
again.
come around again.
Oh, Buvette, people are waiting to get in.
Because they're not open yet.
Yeah, as long as we're trash talking. I trash talk Chung Chun's hours.
Oh, yeah.
Their fact that they don't want to sell breaded hot dogs to the late night crowd, leaving
Yeah,
all
that's
those
just-
leaving all those Chung dollars on the table.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Buvette wants to be a breakfast place, but they don't open before 10.
You have to open earlier.
You absolutely have to open earlier. Now, whenever I walk by Buvette, I will always think about that homeless guy who said he was going to litter pick, and then, oh, actually, I got to be at Buvette by 11. Like,
And then we did see
Yeah,
them
we
here,
did
but
see
they
him.
hadn't opened yet.
butt crack fully out.
Yeah. Very distressed that there aren't enough payphones in the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he didn't know what he was going to do in an emergency situation.
And I didn't recognize him.
No, he's a new
I don't
guy.
usually recognize people.
A Werther's wrapper. How nostalgic.
You know what? I think I saw one last week too.
Oh, yeah?
Around here.
Well, somebody's
Oh,
getting their
my
Werther's
fingers got
on.
tangled. That doesn't happen very often.
I blame this camera.
Yeah,
I'm-
right.
I'm
That's
managing
why.
too many things.
Mike once unclogged the drain on this street.
Oh, yeah.
It was fully flooded.
Oh, there'll be a
And
whole drain special. Don't worry. You don't have to explain it
It'll
to
come
them.
back.
Yeah.
But
Using
single-handedly, you fixed the problem.
using the picker. What can't the picker do?
We had to identify where the drain was, which was the hardest part.
That's true, actually.
Oh, plastic cup.
No, there'll be a whole special on unclogging drains, and there'll be a whole special on cigarette butts.
Oh yeah, just do cigarette butts and I'll do everything else.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna find a smoker and have them do litter picking with me, and we'll
Oh
only
yeah,
do
good
cigarette butts.
idea.
Hello, Rockstar. New drink
Cigarette
container.
plastic wrapper. These are the worst.
Yeah.
Does T-Pain still smoke?
I think T-Pain's fully vape now.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I mean, he was. I'm sure he's thrown enough butts on the ground that he could be the star of the cigarette special.
yeah.
He also, after a while, started having a little stash pouch, so I got to give credit to he would actually take his butts with him if he was out in public.
Yeah, that's how it should be done.
Also
these
gross
are
as hell.
Cute. Yeah, that's true. Carrying it in your pocket.
What's cute?
These little daisies.
Oh, yeah?
That's new.
See, even amongst the trash, there is beauty.
Yeah, that's nice. I've never noticed those before. They litter too much in their work area. I have to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, it's not a good job site.
No. Like they must be throwing away other. They must be throwing away other things when they're building materials. I don't know why they can't just throw away their cups.
Well, I think they just wait till they have enough.
Pardon me?
I mean, they definitely are throwing away their cups eventually, and I think they just wait to do it in a big dumpster. You know.
We're really looking forward to seeing what this building looks like
Yeah. Another new spot in the village.
for us to pretend we're interested in moving into.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do a lot of phantom walkthroughs. Yeah. We're absolutely not moving into a new building, but we like to compare. So
We like to see what else is going on in the neighborhood.
the terrace,
Real
the
estate
zoo.
laws.
Oh, that's something we can trash talk. The layouts at the zoo.
No doors or full walls.
Yeah. Two
In
bed.
a 2-bedroom? Like who's living
Yeah.
there?
Hope you're great friends. Yeah, I can only imagine it's to cheat fire code rules. And in an event of a fire, if you were in the little bedroom, you'd scramble over your half wall to get out. But
I just didn't appreciate how they were trying to convince us that like that was open plan. Like that's like taking open plan too far.
yeah, that's the worst of both worlds. Of rooms and open plan.
Yeah. I think open plan really should just be for kitchen, dining room, maybe living room. It can't extend to the bedroom.
We tried it.
we did. We did.
We had the
Yeah.
loft for probably too long.
Yeah.
Oh, look, little fireball shooters. These
Oh,
are
yeah.
very popular. One. And
There's a lot here. I
two.
think actually this is, and it has, okay, the fence has extended to the street for a long time. So right now we are actually cleaning up their garbage.
I don't think the construction guys were slamming fireball shots. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, maybe not the Fireball, but like a lot of this garbage. Because like sometimes I'll cross here so I can go to VitaHealth on the way home from work. And I'll cross, but then have to move around this sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. It used to go out to here.
So maybe the Fireball isn't theirs, but definitely this Tim Hortons wrapper is.
Yeah. This bag of concrete leveler probably is from them. I think we can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trash. Yeah, whoever's working this site,
They don't respect their workspace.
real piece of trash. Whew. This boulevard seems decent. Seems like that mother-daughter combo did it.
Oh, that's nice.
The mother had a little dog with her,
Oh.
who was very cute. And I said, oh, I'm doing this, trying to do this for the village. Can I get video? And then the daughter jumped out. She was like, no, I don't want to be in. I was like, well, I guess that's like, it's not the craziest thing, but also it's fucking chill out, you know?
Yeah, relax.
Relax. You think I want the dog. I'm trying to shoot the dog. Maybe she doesn't want her friends to know she picks up litter. Maybe it's not cool for Gen Z.
You know what? It should be.
No, I'm sure it's as cool as it's ever been. Gen Z would love this. That's our target demo, Gen Z.
Yeah, it'd be nice if more of them came out.
You gotta get those Gen Z eyeballs on me. That's where the real money is.
That's so true.
That's how I get sponsorship.
Yeah. I know, our demographic isn't going to help us at all.
I really hope I don't have to make a TikTok to make this thing catch on.
Oh, yeah. I've never used it. I just wouldn't even know what to do.
Well, you crowded me when I was scrolling, when I briefly had it,
Oh, right.
which I didn't love.
Forgot about that era.
I already uninstalled it.
Okay.
I just made it for promoting battle, and then it didn't catch on, so I quit immediately
Okay.
in frustration.
Well,
It's very pervasive. Like the brief time I had it, I was totally sucked in, so I
Yeah.
understand what the problem is.
I know when I hear people say that like they spend 6 hours of screen time like just on TikTok, I'm like, I mean, I they've designed it in such a way that we can't control ourselves, but
Yeah.
it's just, that's a lot of time.
What have they done to us?
I know.
What did they do to us?
I think we should get special glasses, sunglasses for picking, because I just feel like these are just too heavy for this kind of activity.
Too heavy on your face.
Yeah, I'm constantly having to push them up.
Do you want to show people the clipping action?
This is the best pair of glasses I've ever had.
These little magnetic clips. That's too heavy for your face.
Yeah, it's like I'm wearing 2 lenses. Yeah, I
You
am
are.
wearing
You wear
2
2 lenses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
They're
what
just
sort
not
of...
meant for this kind of activity.
Okay.
It's
Well,
for fashion.
we'll look into prescription litter goggles for you. I don't know.
Or even just like the kinds of sunglasses people wear for exercise, like running sunglasses, which I could use.
Okay. Well, that's down the list on the sponsorship dream list.
Okay.
First off, it's a better camera.
Okay.
And then it's somebody to actually follow me and to get extra shots.
Mm-hmm.
And then if there's leftover money, we'll look at litter goggles.
Okay, we could have matching ones.
That's true. I'm wearing my contacts right now. For never done
Oh
that
yeah,
for
you don't
litter
wear
picking.
sunglasses.
Yeah, I don't believe in them.
Okay, well, look, I have to watch out for my eye wrinkles.
It's true. Any cats in the windows? Nope.
Oh yeah, this place has very cute cats in the window a lot of the time that we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, maybe they moved out. Maybe the cat's got a new job, had to relocate.
Well, good for them.
That's our dream. Just as soon as we've gotten all the litter out of the village,
Yeah,
we're
then we
leaving.
can move on. If we move, would we still pick litter? What would we do if there's no biz
I mean-
to help us?
Considering we're talking about moving to Los Angeles, then yes, I think there'll be enough litter to pick up. I'll get my own. I don't need the biz.
Yeah, that's
I've learned.
true.
I've learned all their secrets now. It's called. Whoa, stepped in the big old crack. So actually, that was the one thing about getting insurance that ACTRA told me. Like, you need to get insurance if you step in a pothole. You need to be insured. And I was like, Rhea, I think I can walk around the village I walked around every single weekend my whole life without rolling my ankle.
Wow.
Yeah, and they refused to insure me, so this is completely
Good thing
lost.
you didn't
Yeah.
hurt yourself.
Yeah. I could not get insurance for this production. I don't know what that is. Mushroom, radish?
It looks like a it looks
Just a
like
tulip bulb?
peonies.
Yeah. It came out of that person's garden, but it wasn't
It had fallen off.
It
the
had fallen
stem.
off, yeah.
Look at this. This is gorgeous.
even amongst the garbage. There
This
is
area
beauty.
usually doesn't have much garbage, which is nice. So whoever's littering does respect the garden.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Seems like a real joint effort between both those houses.
Yeah, it's nice.
Squirrel picking up garbage.
Oh yeah.
He had a nut in his mouth.
Oh,
He's doing his part.
that's
What's
so
your excuse?
yeah, even the squirrels are out here helping.
The street's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I mean, usually it is.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the next street that has the convenience store that's just littered with cigarette wrappers and everything.
I know it's not their fault, but I do blame them for selling all those cigarette packages.
Yeah.
It's just so noticeable on that street. And they have a garbage can outside.
Yeah, it is always stuffed full. In fairness. If somebody hasn't gone rooting around for dog shit bags.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Cigarette plastic. And
Yep.
a receipt.
Probably for cigarettes.
Yeah. Looks like someone tried to light it on fire, actually.
For warmth, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe they need to burn their incriminating records. Oh, so I'll grab that. We're going back for it.
Thank you.
Not even a vocalization whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh, you missed a little piece of carrot.
Carrot?
Yeah,
It's biodegradable.
that's true.
I was leaving it for the boulevard. Okay, hello. These bushes are always pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's a neutral.
Neutral.
Neutral is the winner of the week, I think.
Wow.
Show it to the camera.
Here we go.
There we go. Neutral.
Vodka.
Oh, those are the sevens. Those are the strong ones.
Amboise.
Did you notice the other night at the barbecue that Jared was drinking a like 12% Mai Tai?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. He had
He
a
goes,
few of those.
oh, I haven't been able to handle beer recently, so I'm trying this. I'm like, you can't handle a 5% beer, so you're drinking a 12.5% Mai Tai in a can?
Yes.
A pre-mixed Mai Tai?
I didn't say anything, but I definitely remarked on it in
Yeah.
my head.
No, it's insane.
Microfiber cloth. I've never seen this before. Obviously came from someone's car.
Somebody was cooling off with the Mr. Freeze Jumbo. Oh, I'm dripping. Oh,
Cigarette wrapper.
God. Get in the bucket.
Another one.
Oh, hello.
What?
Somebody was crushing some Mike's Hard Radlers. Bang.
Is that a Twisted Tea?
No, Mike's Hard Radlers.
Oh, that blew over from our front steps.
Again, most diverse drink containers we've ever gotten in 1 week. Oh, so many cigarette wrappers. Actually, I think that was a freezy. Oh, God. What? You laughing at my moaning and sighing?
No, I'm just laughing about, I don't know, just this whole process.
This whole process of litter picking, or specifically with the camera?
Litter picking.
Okay.
And we don't know what time it is. Well, I guess
Yeah.
you have a phone in your pocket.
Oh, I'll check it. I'll take a little break coming up, but
Okay.
you're laughing at the fact that as far as we've come as a society, this is still the only way you can get litter off of a block. Two humans with pickers.
Yeah.
We can put a man on the moon, but we can't come up with a better way to get litter off a block.
And like, this isn't even as bad as it could get. Like walking around New York a few weeks ago, it was just like, there was just litter blowing in the wind everywhere. It was out of control. I don't know whose job it was to pick it up, but like, I really noticed it when we parted ways and you went to play soccer.
Oh, yeah, when you were walking around. Well,
yeah.
you were walking around a nice neighborhood, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I started off in Chinatown and then went to Soho, and it was just like litter blowing in the wind everywhere. It also was a very windy few days.
Hey, isn't this the Corvette we saw a few weeks ago? And we were talking about it, and
Oh yeah, now it's covered in tape.
yeah, now his door's taped up.
I said
Yeah, you
you
said-
shouldn't park this car out here.
That's true.
And you didn't think it was a big deal.
I did not think it was a big deal.
Like, that's the kind of tape you just have at home.
Yeah, I don't really
That's
know.
not car tape.
There's no way that's holding the whole door on.
Yeah.
It's a very unorthodox repair job on this car.
I wonder what happened to the door.
That's not structural tape. That's moving tape. That's packing tape.
Yeah. You just missed 2 big pieces of garbage. Good thing I'm here.
Yeah, back up.
Yeah. I know you have to wait longer, but I'm like less than an hour away from the best shower of my week.
Yeah, that's another reason people should come out and do litter pickup is the cleansing shower you take after, scalding hot.
Everything shower. Wash
Everything
your hair,
shower.
scrub your whole body.
You get in all the crannies.
Exfoliate your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have a nice breakfast and relax.
Yeah.
I'm having
Nap.
multigrain Cheerios and canned pears today. Because I have to get through all those canned pears I opened.
Oh, that's what you said yesterday? You had already opened a can and then you opened more?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
realize.
I thought you were saying that you thought you had canned pears, but then you forgot that you'd already eaten them.
No,
So I thought
I'd
you were saying you had
already opened
less
one.
canned pears than no, so you had more canned pears than you thought.
I have 2 yogurt containers full of
On the go.
canned pears right now.
Well, that's stressful. That is a stressful situation.
So I bought some multigrain Cheerios because I think they go well together. You don't
You're
see
the
any
only-
of these anymore.
Oh yeah, honestly,
I need
yeah, I
these.
need these for garbage for liners for my
Yeah,
bathroom bins.
yeah.
But yeah, no, if I was gonna trash talk anything, it'd be canned pears. You're the only person I know who's desperate for canned pears.
I love them, but I do have too many on the go right now.
The sweet, sweet nectar of canned pears. I don't even like a fresh pear.
I do.
I think it's the most basic, non-flavorful fruit there is.
I disagree.
Somebody finished their BK right here.
I think they have a nice texture, a nice flavor.
I'm
Gosh,
just
there's
gonna
a
throw this
lot
right in the
on this.
dumpster.
Oh, look, very flat Pringles.
That's interesting. Whew. Oh, Jesus, this is one of the worst mattresses I've ever seen. Yikes, that is rough. Hiya! Ugh. Look at how horrifying that mattress is.
Oh, another free mattress.
Well, I don't. The other one was outside the bin and unstained, as far as we can see. This one is in the bin and very obviously stained. So
What do you think it's stained with? One can only guess.
I'd prefer not to. We talked about how like all the juices that are like a blend are mostly pear juice, and they just
Yeah,
use
I
the
do.
non-flavorful pear juice to like. It's like stepping on your drugs. You take your good juice, your good drugs, and you step on it with the low end stuff, aka pear juice.
I don't think that this is a fair comparison.
Well, I mean,
I like it.
but you
I
have,
added
but we
to
did,
things.
but I did point that out to you, right?
Yes, you have pointed that out.
Okay. Well, as long as it's been
I
pointed out.
appreciate it. You're saying it like it's a bad thing.
Oh, it's just the fact that pear is used to water down all the other juices.
Well, I think that's better than using water,
Yeah,
which
that's-
doesn't have flavor. Even though I love water. I want to make that clear.
Big fans of water. We're not trash talking water.
I love
Water's
water.
not trash.
But I'm just saying I don't add it to juice usually.
You know, we talked about how like when you were a kid, water was trash.
Yeah.
Like you didn't want water. Do you think modern kids think that?
That's a good question. Yeah, because I remember thinking water was gross.
Oh yeah, it was the worst part of your day, drinking water.
Yeah. And also water fountains were gross.
Yeah. Well, they still kind of are.
Yeah, that's true. But also, like, do you think schools now have those like censored water fountains for like bottles?
Yeah.
You know, like they have at the gym.
Yeah, I think that's a real. I don't know if they install like the classic water fountain anymore.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you
Do they
kind of-
even make those?
Yeah. Like even literally out in public in Osborne Village, there's a bottle fountain, isn't there? Like outside
Yeah,
the shell,
is that
or is it a
still there?
classic? Well, they couldn't have taken it out. They just put it in.
Yeah, it's outside of the not what's
The
across
Max
from
or
the-
whatever.
Yeah,
Or
whatever.
it used to be a Max, and now it's a
Circle K.
yeah. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's
actually,
a bottle.
I haven't even looked, but
Yeah.
that was like installed last year. Yeah, for water bottles.
I think it was installed like at the start of this season. Anyway, bottom line, you don't see the classic drinking fountain anymore.
They should put one in the park. Actually,
It's true.
they get water. They have a splash pad.
That's true.
Yeah, somebody dropped something. time we found a whole bunch of like really good potatoes here
No.
and a few cans of soup.
I blacked out the potato incident.
It was last summer.
Oh, somebody's in the street.
There's Chuck.
Is that him?
That's Chuck for sure.
Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey. Hey. Is it all right if we say hi to the big guy? We found him.
He's just hanging out in the street.
Yeah.
Well, he was just standing there. Hi, Chuck.
Yeah.
He's moving now. Yeah. Hi, Chuck. Oh, the bucket startled him. Hey, Chuck. Come here.
He'll say hi. He's being a little.
He's trotting away. Okay, I'll just try to get a little closer. Oh, he's gonna have a little throw up.
Oh no, Chuck.
We've
Too much
seen this
excitement.
before.
Yeah. Eating too much grass, eh,
Grass.
Chucky? Has he gotten another one since the?
I don't know, man. I don't know what he does. I want to put a GoPro on him.
Oh, that's a lot of grass.
Oh. Get it out. Get it out.
Yeah, it's okay. Now I understand why you ran away. How are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm actually GoProing our litter picking this week, so yeah. Here's the big guy.
I would like to put a GoPro on him.
Yeah. No, it's a he.
all
See where he goes.
This is why we do it.
Yeah.
This sweet little face. Also to pick up litter, but mostly to visit with this sweet little face every week.
Yeah. We missed you last week.
Well, he's very needy in the morning. I get out of the shower and he's like I'm soaking wet and he wants to get pet.
Oh,
And he purrs louder than ever whenever I'm soaking wet and pet.
so funny.
Classic Chuck. Okay.
This is.
Look at all my boulevard grass got.
This is wild. Yeah. This is,
Yeah.
It's crazy that like it's on the like we were on Pulford and like we have to hire a land like this should be the city's job to me. I don't understand how it's not, but obviously it's not.
I'm getting this right now. Okay, I'm down.
You've become one with Chuck.
This is all I ever wanted. Okay, our cats do not do this to me. They're affectionate in their own way, but not like that. I mean, I've never seen our cats jump on you like Chuck did that one time.
Yeah, he does actually if I'm taking a piss, he'll jump in the back of the toilet.
Oh, jeez. That's high risk, low reward, Chuck.
Just wants to be close to you. Aww.
Okay, don't go too hard. Don't.
Thank you,
Yeah, you
you
too.
too. Take care. Bye, Chuck. Oh, he's having a good little squirm on the ground.
That's why you litter pick.
That was so sweet.
And we almost turned around.
I almost tried to pick him up when he was about to barf before I realized.
His tongue went way out. You notice that?
Well, did you see how much grass came out?
I did not.
They were huge pieces.
He got too excited.
Okay, so he was obviously outside to hang out with his owner.
Yeah. He likes helping with mowing the grass, obviously, in his own way.
So true. Well, it's all worth it when we get some Chuck.
Yeah.